welcome to our stream here. International Master William Paschall with Macro Panda. I'm going to move him a little closer. And then I'm going to move my mic to the other side because I've had a little more success with that. So just bear with me here. And there's the mic. The mic's a little closer now. What's up, everybody? Jim is the chip leader for the week. Blobix is here. Blobix, the former chip leader of last week's fame. Jim with 300 bits this week. WJ Lou 4 knocking. I'm tongue tied when I get started. I'm still just getting over my afternoon, very brief afternoon nap. Terrible quote, just corny and irrelevant. Look at Gary Kasparov. After he loses, invariably he wins the next game. He just kills the next guy. That's something that we have to learn to be able to do. Thanks, Maurice. Useless chess quote. But, yeah, I don't know. No, I mean, I don't know. That doesn't do it for me. I don't think Kasparov could kill the next guy the way he played in the Blitz tournament in St. Louis or whatever. Chess 9, was it Chess 960? Or, I mean, he's just not playing chess at all. So much for that theory. But, you know. Okay, we're going to be doing a Sparkle Horse Arena here, guys. It's Blitz. Tournament starts in 9 minutes. Greetings, chess people. You must have 15-minute games. Let me throw the link out there to the Twitch channel for people who do join the tournament. And don't forget, you have to join the Horses and Panda Club to be able to play in this team arena. Call it a team arena because you have to be a member of our team to play. All right. So if you'd like to join the Horses and Panda Club, which I'm the ringleader of. Kasparov is KGB now. Karpov might have been. I don't think so. Karpov's part of the Russian Duma, though. Anyway, what shall we do while we're waiting for the tournament to start? I have a trivia question. I have a trivia question for all of you. Personal trivia question. Yeah, if anybody got this right, I would buy them like a $25 Amazon gift certificate or something. It's basically impossible. Basically impossible to come up with the answer to this, but that's why I can offer a $25 Amazon certificate. Who is the first international grandmaster that I ever played against in any sort of game? I mean chess, no tricks there. Who is the first international chess grandmaster who I ever faced? Yes, I will give anyone who guessed this, before I give away the answer in a few minutes, I'll give you guys 5 minutes to think of an answer. Who is the? I'm not that old. Blobix, did you face Lasker? You probably knew him, right? Who's the first international chess grandmaster who I ever faced any form of chess competition? First of all, you have to know how old I am. Obviously, it's going back a ways because I am. Some people think I'm 39, but we're not really sure. Guys, we're having an arena here for the members of my Pawn and Horses Club. If you'd like to join the club, you have to be kind of a regular or known entity here on the stream. Renaki says I'm 39. I told you once. Asteroid, are you sure? My God, I hope not. Man, I hope not. Asteroid's like going through the files. Thanks, WJ Loof. It's nice to know you too. No, I stopped having birthdays at 39. But I'll be around for a while. Don't worry, I'm not going anywhere. Anyway, guys, we'll give you 5. We'll give till the tournament starts to guess your guesses. Should have a trivia question early in the stream to get people to show up. It has a very strange relation to the guy who came to fix my... It jumped in my mind today because of the guy who came to fix my lock on my door. I got locked out of my house. This clue shouldn't really help you in any way. But, you know, what does the average locksmith have to do with this question? Very strange connection. Had to do with where he's originally from. Spectators, Nefedov, Mysterious Expert, Blobix, Sparkle Horse, that's me, and Acerbate. So nice to see you too, WJ Lou. Very pleasant thought there. Acerbate, you think I told you? Locksmith, yeah. Can't give you any more clues. Can't give you any more clues. Anyway, I'm not planning on giving away any Amazon gift certificates, but just if by some miracle someone guessed it, you know. Yeah, those guys were around back then, Blobix. I don't know when Elvis first started playing in tournaments. He was definitely around. Yeah, Elvis is probably like 60 now. Yeah, could be. You'll be surprised by the answer, though. See, that's why this is a tricky answer, because it's just someone you might not think of. No, it was a grandmaster at the time that I played them. Okay, so it's not like it was a FIDE master who later became a GM. You know, it's this person was an international chess grandmaster when I played them. That's a hint in and of itself. But you don't even know what I'm talking about. All right, let's get started, guys. It's time. Let's get some players in here. Get the players in here. Hey, man. Hey. Leave me that bud. Hey, where's my last bud? No, it's not Fed. It's not John Fedorovich. Could be. That would be a good guess. That would be a good guess. Hey, what happened to my last bud? I'm gonna kill you. All right. Come on. Who? Sorry, never heard of them. WJ Loof, what country do you live in? All right. I mean, what planet are you on? So, you're from Allentown. This person probably wasn't even born. When was Daniel Wrench born? When I played the first Grandmaster I've ever faced. Blobix has a guess. GG 1990. You could do better than that if you like use chessgames.com, Blobix. Brown is a good guess too. It has to be an international grandmaster, WJ Loof. When I played them, it was a long time ago, and they were an international grandmaster. They were, is that grammatically correct? They was. They is. They was. They was. That's the trivia question. You got 1.5 minutes left till I reveal the answer, and no one's going to get it. But I thought of it today. No, you could. I don't think that I think Yermo. I would have to have gone to the Soviet Union to play pre-1990 for that to happen, Blobix. Actually, you can find a Gingy game from like 1989 in Valley Forge if you just search like chess games. Smagin, Sergei Smagin. Where was Sergei Smagin in 1980 something? Let's go. 38 seconds till the tournament starts, and I get to reveal the answer. You're gonna be like, oh, I knew it. Of course. 3, 2, 1, 0. 3, 2, 1, 0. 3, 2, 1, 0. 3, 2, 1, 0. 3, 2, 1, 0. 3, 2, 1, 0. 3, 2, 1, 0. 3, 2, 1, 0. 3, 2, 1, 0. 3, 2, 1, 0. 3, 2, 1, 0. 3, 2, 1, 0. 3, 2, 1, 0. 3, 2, 1, 0. 3, 2, 1, 0. 3, 2, 1, 0. 3, 2, 1, 0. 3, 2, 1, 0. 3, 2, 1, 0. 3, 2, 1, 0. 3, 2, 1, 0. 3, 2, 1, 0. 3, 2, 1, 0. 3, 2, 1, 0. 3, 2, 1, 0. 3, 2, 1, 0. 3, 2, 1, 0. 3, 2, 1, 0. 3, 2, 1, 0. 3, 2, 1, 0 I'll give you a hint once the tournament starts, but there will be no more prizes. No more. You're gonna if you don't get it in the next 20 seconds. Boris Spassky's a good guess, right? He could have come to the United States and played like exhibition. Guys, I have 15 seconds left to guess the first international grandmaster I played in a chess competition. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Tournament starting. All right, so here's the story that made me think of this answer, right? Blobix says 5 minutes. So today, a very embarrassing thing happened. I locked myself out of my house. It was kind of a freak accident. There are several doors, and I use a door that I don't normally use coming out of the garage. So that door happens to have a screen door, but that wasn't locked. That wasn't a problem. The problem was that the door has a secondary lock, which the secondary lock I never use. But somehow it got like flipped, and I don't know who did it. It was like one of the people who came to look at my house, or my, people, the realtors who were talking about representing me, or somebody flipped the lock. So it's too late, but like either Ivanov was a good guess, Igor or Alexander, but Igor wouldn't be a grandmaster, right? He might have posthumously got the grandmaster title, but that's a good guess. Alexander came a little too late, though. Anyway, Ivanov too late. So I'll finish my story. So I locked myself out of my house. I had to call a locksmith to come and take the lock off the door and actually let me back in my house. So I could tell the guy was foreign, probably from Bulgaria or a Russian republic, because we have a lot of Bulgarians here. And I just was, curious. And then when he went to charge me, he took out his receipt book and started to write the receipt, and he wrote down his name, and it was a Georgian name, and I was like, oh, you're Georgian. That's cool, like from Tbilisi or something. He was like, well, hell, how do you know about that? That's cool. Yeah, I said, well, I'm a chess player, and, I know how to speak some Russian, and I know a lot of chess players, and Georgians are really into chess. And I was trying to think, like, what Georgian grandmasters have I faced? And obviously, like, Gingy helped me. I faced a handful of others, but I was telling him like what Georgian grandmasters I had played against, because he's like from this country where chess is awesome. It's like a real sport. The Georgians do really well. Obviously, Osman Parashvili is high up in the political hierarchy, so I thought of Roman. Roman's not the answer. Roman was one of the first grandmasters I ever played, probably second or third. But it wasn't a simul either. This was actually in a Blitz tournament. The first international grandmaster who I played was in a Blitz tournament, and I think it was either 1986 or 1987, and I'm not really sure which one. So it was a Georgian grandmaster in the United States who I played in 1986 or 87 in a Blitz tournament. Anybody else have a guess for me who that could be? From the Republic of Georgia, playing chess in the United States in 1986 or 87. And you guys had a nice clue, because I kept saying like they, not he, he. I didn't say like he would, I said they. So this is like a huge clue, because I kept using this word they to say like who it was. So I couldn't say he. That was the major giveaway that you guys. Susan Polgar would say that she is the first woman to be a men's grandmaster, but that's a lie. That's not true. So it's someone who happened to be a women's world champion at one point. Still, nobody's got it. Not Nora. What Georgian woman was also women's world champion, became a men's grandmaster? All right. Not Gopring-Dashvili. I don't know if she ever played in the United States. This was in a Blitz tournament. You still didn't get it. 1987, let's say. Blitz tournament, the first grandmaster I ever played. That's a good move. Blumix is fighting back with c6. Should I take it? Always take. Not sure I always want to take. What about e4? Man, I can't believe you guys. Blumix should get it. I mean, give me a break. Blumix is the right generation, and he knows. What? How many, like... Well, I guess he's not an expert on Georgian women grandmasters who were world champions. Dun dun dun. E4. So her first name is Maya. All right, guys, who's here? We've got 17 players. Mr. Coffee got it, but he spelled it wrong. Chiberdinidze. This guy was so impressed, the locksmith guy, because everybody from Georgia, even if they're like locksmiths, they know like all chess players. It's cool, you know. I mean, that's the thing about like Eastern Europe or the Balkans or whatever you call that region of the Russian republics there. Everyone from like Georgia, Armenia, Azerbaijan, these people are just, everybody has to know about chess because chess is a huge part of their culture. Is they're like sports heroes. Chibernitsa, this guy that opened the lock on my house, you know, he's probably like 35, you know, and you know, he knows who Maya Chibernitsa was, and that's kind of cool, I thought. Anyway, sadly, we didn't give away any Amazon gift card. You guys, I got you guys. This was a tough one. I told you it was a tough one. All right. Mr. Coffee came closest with the spelling. Interesting play by Blobix here. How about e5? Takes an e5. Kapow. Takes e5. Takes, bishop takes, e5, bishop f3 is a problem. Mr. Coffee, thanks for the donation, sir. My queen is kind of unhappy here. I would later play Gingy and Michael Rode in a simul, and Roman in my first. The first time I played Roman was the first grandmaster I faced. Would ironically end up helping me, but so that's Michael Rode in a simul. I lost in the late 80s, and Roman would be my first. You know, so Chibernitsa and Blitz. Rode in a simul, and then my first, like, probably maybe my first 2 tournament games against GMs were both against Roman. I don't remember after that. All right, guys, let's get started. So what do we got for opposition here? The opposition. Where's the opposition? It's a Marazzi. Pretty good Marazzi for black, not bad. A little unconventional, and I can't seem to find a good place to put my queen, is what I'm trying to say. This is a bit awkward. Get me out of here. Get my queen out of here. 95 b3. I think we're all right, but I'm a little nervous. About my queen being there. What's up, guys? How many viewers do we have? 18 viewers. Let's get the viewership up. Thank you guys for supporting the stream. There it is. Okay, now queen B. B, B, B. I could go... Is he going to come with another knight? I was going to go B3, but you know what? Let's not say we did. Let's not weaken that up anymore. B6 looks a little sensitive anyway. Alright. Blitz is one of my only opponents who does a pretty good job of time management, I would say. Maybe I made a mistake here. God damn it, Jerry. I feel like I made a mistake. This is not what I intended. God damn it, Jerry. Alright. I didn't want to do that, really. Thanks, WJ Loof. Battery dying. Elf needs food. Lovik's fighting. Hanging tough. All day long here. Oh. They call him... his nickname is the Materialist. The Blobix. No, I'm just kidding. He almost won. He won himself a prize. He didn't get the gift card, so he's trying to get his own prize. Pawn over there. I like this. Whoa. Knight c6. It doesn't work. No. What if I said no? It's like a Grunfeld where he lost his one pawn, like the C pawn or something. I'm gonna drop that. Queen is attacked. Good God, man, what a tactic! Why didn't I just trade queens first? No, I was gonna drop a piece. That's ridiculous. That's really funny. Nice job. Nice job, Blob. Way to stay tough. Blob did a good job. My future is in rap. Obviously. Pawn Hunter. Oh man, tough game. What happened? You got your first hard copy chess book. 125 common games. The Mammoth Book of the World's Greatest Chess Games. Sounds cool. What do we got for players who want to join the club here? Nothing. We got somebody. Who is it? Mysterious Expert. Do we know Mysterious Expert? 2,500 in Blitz. Can we just get a confirmation on that? Do you guys know Mysterious Expert? I mean, I know he's stalked the stream a little bit, but does anybody know him? Can we get a Confirmation on him? Throw it down to Jim on the field. We'll do it like it's like sports commentary. We'll throw it down to Mr. Coffee in the booth. In the front office. Jim's on the field. Alright. You think Mysterious Expert is... Alright. I know that I played him once or twice. I don't want him in here. He's too high rated. He'll probably just run away with the tournament. Alright, who is this guy? Mysterious Expert. He's got 25, 45. It's like higher than mine. Let's set him in. Alright. An expert. It's funny that somebody from like Australia would call themselves an expert. That title is like reserved exclusively for like the US Chess Federation. The Bob Sack. My pairings just keep getting harder. First Blovix and now Bob Sack. So Mysterious Expert American and held simul's years ago, as I remember. Years ago. Yeah, lichess has been around that long, but I've only been playing on here for like 3 years. By years ago, how long a member are you of? So, Mysterious Expert, but it had like an Australian flag next to his name. Is there any confirmation on that? Is he one of those people who like puts Antarctica next to his name and then changes it every month? North Korea? Yeah, expert might be a coincidence. But only the United States uses that sort of arbitrary name for people who are achieving the level of 2000, which sort of is misleading. Expert sounds sort of equivalent to master. Bob, you're just getting better and better every day. It's like ridiculous. The double fianchetto hedgehog now? That's kind of sophisticated. The double hog. Bishop e3. This is not a real position. My name is Pavel Nefrudov. Something like that. Nefrudov sounds a little bit like that. That was the best I could do for Nefrudov imitation. Kind of mild-mannered voice with a mix of Eastern Europe and British accents. Uh-oh. Now the Bob's threatening knight g4, which I don't really like. It's nasty, dude. You're on my no playlist now. I can do better than that. That's what Nefrudov said. I probably need to drink more beer, man. I hardly touched my beer. I don't know if I've taken a sip. I'm supposed to be selling my house this week, but today was not as stressful as yesterday. I'm terrible with accents. Anybody who watched the stream knows that. I wanna be good at accents so bad. But like everything else, it's better when you're drunk. No beer for you until November? Uh-oh. What does that mean? You have more work? More work? Serious work period or something? Oktoberfest. Yeah, how did you miss Oktoberfest? Guys, I'm hosting a team arena tournament here. You can request to join our team, but you have to kind of be known. Tuka Rask. It's not Tuka Rask. It's Tuka Kirishima. 411. Tuka, in 10 words or less, tell us why we should let you into the tournament via Twitch chat. We'll start hazing people. You have to like fill out an essay to be in the tournament. You have to write an essay. In 10 words or less, tell us why you should be allowed to be a member of the Pawn That Horses Club. Possibly our first Japanese member. Don't read into that, Bob. Bob can sexualize anything. You have to be careful with every single word we use. And you know what that leads to? Protests by feminist super PACs. Nothing wrong with that, but we have to be careful. We've had our problems, so ongoing litigation. Okay, 98, Bob's cranking up the F-pawn. I'm ready for you, Bob. Just tell me when you want it. Tell me when you want it, man, and where you want it, and I'll be there. Oh man, I haven't even started drinking yet. This is ridiculous. All right. Bob successfully begged for a draw a few simul games ago. Now we have a question to answer. Do I want to play f4 or not? You know, because my original plan was f4, but I mean, maybe I should just like play bishop h6 or something. I mean, f4 really allows this e4, which could be... Yeah, I'm not that down with e4. I'm going to change my vote to bishop h6. I want to join your team. Rufus and Doofus can join the team. You've been here a lot, of course. Anyone who's been on the stream or, you know, in the chat regularly is welcome to join. Do we get any info from Tuca? Tuca Rask. Bruins goalie. Hockey season's gonna start. I can start practicing my Canadian accent. I'll just watch hockey. That's got to be a good place to start. Ice hockey. Hockey ice. Some minor pawn weaknesses affecting the weather on black side of the board. It's getting a little breezy in the central and queen side zones. That's actually breezy across the board. I mean, there's a lot of weather activity around here. A little bit of a riptide. Riptide warning. All right, I get the message. I get riptide warnings from the phone. HTFP, what's up? Hello, William. This only wins a pawn. Maybe less. Maybe less. I still like it. The correct answer, Bob, was rook d6. Almost impossible to find that. Now I can just sidestep, correctly sidestep. What's the right move? Why would I sidestep when I can defend my queen instead? Ahmad on her stream. Whose stream? I must have missed something. It's all falling apart. I hear the sound of broken glass. Funny, today I was in the post office and my eBay went off. It was embarrassing. I was like in line and eBay makes the sound like this ka-ching, like a cash register. I love this position. This is funny. If I play c5, just take it. I'm not winning a piece. It's absurd. That is absurd. You're monofungals. Okay, yeah, somebody said that. I remember someone saying that. Sorry about that, man. Bad things happen to good people. It's just the way of it. No, I'm just kidding. Ben's alright. No, I'm just kidding. He's alright. He's alright. I don't know Ben too well. We played a couple times, but he seems like he's got a good personality. Personalities. I'm a little concerned that Bob's only down 2 pawns, but the one looks a little lonely. This front pawn, the frontal pawn looks kind of lonely. It might just get absorbed into Black's position, which makes it, well, it is turning to queen actually. It's not so simple. King f6, d7. Oh, we're here to mess you up. Target identified. The target has been identified. Boom. Bob's putting up good resistance though. I will give him credit for that. Credit where credit is due. But it's over. It's over, Mr. Bob. You can safely resign now with a clear conscience. Fought the good fight. Sigma Chi. Yeah, Bob. Bob, you're wasting time now. Silly boy. Alright. Thank you for the fight. Good game. Kasparov quote. Nefedov has perfect score. And Mysterious Expert, he's a berserker. Mysterious Expert, 1985 correspondence. It takes a while to build up the correspondence. Look, man, if you weren't down 2 pawns, I would be fully on board with playing it out, but that just wins itself. This is an arena tournament. 1 pawn down, you could fully play it out. I would not have a problem with that. Alright, 2 pawns down. You're just torturing everybody involved. So we never got an answer from Tuka. Did we? Did anybody, Mr. Coffee, anybody say, hey, I'm Tuka, I want to play, I'm legit? If you're out there, Tuka, and you want to join, just say hi on the Twitch stream. Hazite, another Hungarian. I suspect Hazite could be a good player. Fairly high ratings, you know, this is like, I suspect Hazite could even be one of my like friends or teammates from Budapest. They've been very quiet, but those ratings are solid, you know. Hazite. It's a familiar phrase to me too. I think that somebody I know is that player, and maybe like even a master. I'm playing Mysterious Expert. I cannot recall these games that I played with Mysterious Expert. I don't remember when that was or what it was. He might be stronger since he switched the Australian flag. Are you sure he's from Australia? Does he have like a profile where it says that, or anything in the profile? Yeah, my Blitz rating, well, that was months ago, you know, and I was just like, I think there was a bunch of games where I forfeited against 1400s or something. H3. It was like disconnection aborts against like 1400s, dropped 100 points. I haven't really played at all off stream at all, like in the last like 3 or 4 months. So busy with my personal stuff. Juicebox Wizard, former subscriber and friend of the stream. How are things on the east side of the world? Let's check for new responders. Guys, join the tournament, join the team. You don't want to join the team because we don't accept it, just everybody. So it's like kind of annoying solid line, this G3 stuff. Bishop D7, 92. You have drawn and lost against that account from 2 years ago. You remember he had a USA flag at the time. Well, does he have anything in his profile to identify himself? Yeah, expert is suspiciously like an American. You can just put whatever flag you feel like, right? It doesn't track your location or something. You should have to like have that verified, you know. ISP should have to be Australian to put an Australian flag. It should like detect it automatically. Fake Australian. Yeah, I know. Obviously, we're not key. I mean, everybody has a VPN and stuff. Even I have a VPN. I don't need to use it here for any reason, but just in case I need to illegally play online poker or something. Some American poker pros years ago were trying to use VPNs to play from like California when they were representing that they were in Mexico. I don't know if still people do that though. A lot of poker pros moved to Mexico, and I thought about it, but Hungary was better. I thought about going to Costa Rica actually when I was playing poker heavily, but I already, was happy in Hungary. If I hadn't been in Hungary, I would have probably done something like move to Costa Rica. We were concerned that Hungary might also ban online poker, but it never materialized. My plan once I got over there was to actually move to Romania if Hungary moved to ban online poker. But I sort of stopped playing anyway. I still play poker, but not really online. So this guy's a solid dude. It reminds me of this Hungarian I played. He's not really Hungarian. His name is Boguslavski. He's actually Russian, but he's like married to a Hungarian woman, and I think he's lived there forever. He's kind of a transplanted Hungarian like me. Yevgeny Boguslavski plays this sort of stuff. I managed to beat him in a game. Is queen f6 even? Does it matter? Do I want my queen on d8? Maybe? Yeah. It's an American kid. Ever wondering in Twitch chat, I'm living in USA. You're too young for Twitch to go there. Oh. Well, what's the age for Twitch? He just has the Australian flag for fun. 13 is the age for Twitch. What's the age to donate bits? What's the age to donate on PayPal? That's all that matters, Bob. Look, I had a very, very bad day. I locked myself out of my house and I had to pay the Georgian locksmith to let me back in. So I need some heavy donations. Oh, Elzaruth is Tuka. Okay. Cool. Finally, you can speak after the 10-minute following. Sorry. All right, so you're Japanese. You're a real person. You're not a troll. Let's let Tuka Rask in. I was joking about Tuka Rask because he's a. I live near Boston now momentarily, and he's a Finnish hockey player who plays for the Boston Bruins. But you're obviously not Finnish. Chest dweeb? A weeb. What is a weeb? Am I like really out of touch or something? I wondered what a chess weeb was. What is a chess weeb? Weeble wobbles. 70s era toys. No one today would know what I'm talking about. Someone who finishes, oh, Japanese culture. Oh. Bob knows all this kind of stuff. So that's why he's chess dweeb. I didn't understand that. That's strange. So you fetishize Japanese culture and move to St. Louis. I understand. Okay. Anyway, St. Louis is the American Japanese Cultural Center. I don't think so. Okay, guys. Probably like not. I'm just kidding. I don't know. I'm just talking. Let's let Tuka in. Come in. You're a real person. You're not a troll. Okay, we'll give you the benefit of the doubt. He also had more than 100 games. I want people to have established accounts. So this player now, very, very positional chess. Boris. There was this not hustler. It was a fish from Harvard Square. This is way before the Mark Esserman era. I think he might still be alive, but his name was Boris. He was one of the weakest players who would hang out on Harvard Square playing chess. But he was kind of amusing. Boris. This is a draw. Chess is a draw. Chess draw. Should I play f6 instead? Maybe. It's not such a stupid idea. It's stupid, but it's not that stupid. I offer draw. Nietzsche. This is the Vietnamese sign for a draw. We'll cover every language. Ready? Tablas. He doesn't want to draw. Playing for win. I am playing for win. Okay, so if I go here, he has rook d4. That's kind of awkward. Well, I think I should just play bishop b7. Queen c5, rook d4. How about rook f8 to overprotect f6 in case I need to play? In case I need to play what? decline my draw, but I think you're making bad use of our time here. It was in everyone's interest to draw Mysterious Expert. The future. Yeah, but I think that was a bad move by him. He should definitely trade queens and play rook d1 and take over the d file. This is not as good as that. You know, now he has much less advantage, I think. That was kind of a golden opportunity for him, you know. It's sort of a major mistake, actually. Now I'm out of the woods, more or less. I guess he's used to just like playing for time or something. I don't know. I don't like when lower rated. Well, he's higher rated than me, right? But probably we should be the same or something like that. But I don't like when lower rated people, and I mean, you know, in general, decline my draws. So it's kind of pissy. Well, whatever. Maybe this is a mistake. I don't know. That's still fine. What's his like bullet rating? He doesn't have a bullet rating? Isn't that kind of strange? Whoa. This is gonna get weird. Oh, it's mate. Nice. Interesting. Hung mate in one. I think I was doing okay there. That sucks. I'm setting up perpetual. Can I see that game somewhere? So I played g4. He found almost every move perfectly. This check here, for example, instantly played the best move. King d8, rook f6, he's winning there. He's probably like 1900. 1900 over the board. Alright, let's play. Mysterious Expert. 1900 USCF. 2300 over the board. Okay. Well, then why is he called Expert? Well, if he's 2300, I don't feel so bad then. But it's bad if he's like 1900. Yeah, he's a mysterious national master. I forgot he was an NM. Okay, I thought he would be like 1900. The name expert like kind of makes me think he's 1900. All right. Well, that was embarrassing to hang mate, but I apparently had a lost position anyway. Very good tactical player. So you know about him, Mr. Coffee. Is he one of your locals there? Or something? Someone local to you? You followed the breadcrumb trail. Uber driver's in first place. Alright. Hazite. Another NM probably. But in Hungary. Hazite should have been a FIDE master. Now, I don't know who Hazite is. I'm not sure. I have my guesses, but I'm not sure. No, that game I shouldn't have lost. I mean, it's normally not the kind of position I lose, but he had me on pressure on the time. I'm very disappointed with myself. Not my typical loss there. To lose a roughly equal endgame. I hate that. Usually that's my strong point. Okay, back to the starting drawing board. Decline my draw from an equal position. Okay, dude. Interesting. So, what about this? Taking on c5. I guess I'll have to start berserking, but I have no one to berserk. I should have berserked against Bob, actually. I didn't know that I was going to trail in the standings so badly. There's like knight g4 now? Knight a3. I'm on tilt after the last game. Totally on tilt. I'm angry now. I mean, I'm pissed, you know. I try to be a nice guy, offer a draw in equal position, and he declines. And I lose. No more Mr. Nice Guy. How come the guy doesn't have any bullet games? You know, every 12-year-old kid plays lots of bullet. I mean, that's just suspicious. So he has to have a second account. I mean, old people like me maybe don't play bullet, but 12-year-old kids do. So, what's the deal with Mysterious Expert not having any bullet games? Smurf account, it looks like. He has a separate bullet account. Alright. Is it me or the pairings? 1182 bullet games. I didn't see a rating there, Mr. Coffee. Are you sure? I'm gonna time out, Bob. We should time out. Why did I not see a bullet rating? That was weird. I looked it up. But his bullet ratings didn't show when I clicked on his. Guys, right there. I'm like, it's on the screen. 2500 Blitz, correspondence, classical. There's no bullet. It's just not there when you hover over his account. You know, I mean, that's kind of weird. Yeah, but why doesn't it show up when you hover over someone? Normally when you hover over somebody, it shows there. Like I'm hovering over Hazite, and it shows Mr. Coffee. Hazite Blitz, Hazite Bullet, Hazite Rapid, Hazite Classical. But when you hover over Mysterious Expert, it doesn't show. A lot of other ratings. So Hazite is playing like God as well. So I'm sacking a pawn here. This is. This is a problem for me. I don't have enough compensation here. I have the suspicion that Hazite is like a FIDE master, or maybe not a FIDE master, but a FIDE 2200 plus player. He just like probably doesn't speak much English and isn't particularly strong in Blitz. But I guess this is one of two people I know. It's a tricky situation now. I'm having trouble even getting my pawn back. I assumed that the ratings were like stayed in the same order. That's interesting. Just trying to equalize. Trying to equalize with white. It's a good time. But I don't know. I mean, this player is just really strong. I might be close to lost now. I'm probably close to lost here. I suspect this is a master. Even though his ratings aren't very high. Well, we might as well get the bad results out now. But FIDE 2200, I think. Bad opening for me. Check this out. This last game I played. I mean, is that all known? Yesterday I was talking about how the Catalan, like, how the Catalan is easy to play and stuff. Watch this. So knight a3 is like a practical TN. After e4, I'm just clearly worse. And black just played, man, black just played like perfectly. It's not gonna let me do an analysis. Anyway, you gotta get back to the tournament. Rough tournament. Jesus, can I get paired with someone not in the top 3 players? Maybe I can get an easier game. Can I play anyone who's not the top 3 players? Yeah, I messed up against you, Bob. I should have berserked. And I didn't know I was going to start getting paired with all the masters. Why didn't I berserk against Bob when I had the chance? Yeah, I mean, Uber Driver may technically not be a master, but I think all the others have sort of credible claim to being masters. I don't know about Uber Driver. Uber Driver is probably close. I mean, he's probably like 2100 in that range. But we're still not sure about Uber Driver's identity. He's been very secretive. Only handing out little breadcrumbs of information here and there. And strong top 5. I haven't really got my game on here. Sorry, Mr. Coffee, but I have to berserk. I'm in desperate straits now. I don't mean to be, you know, like... What do you say? I don't mean to be disrespectful, being the first person I'm berserking against. But I have to switch the strategy here, it looks like. Who's the lucky international master? I don't even know. You know, maybe I do know. Was author I what did the dude, Mr. Coffee, what are you doing? Why did you play Rook F8, Rook E8? What are you doing? Oh, you meant to what just happened? What did Mr. Coffee just do? What? Wait, what just happened? Rook E8, Knight F8. I'm seeing something strange. Alright. I think I'm having hallucinations. Well, I'm running out of time. Coffee's like deceptively fast. Mouse slip? What? What's going on? What do you mean, Aspirate? He like beat you? Therefore legit? He's legit. Nobody on the internet is legit. I don't even think you can prove you're legit in real life. I think somebody asked who's the first I played. Was author? I can't say it. God, Arthur Feuerstein. Arthur Feuerstein, New Jersey player, who he has sadly like had a stroke in his later life. Oh, Mr. Coffee just hung a piece. Just hung a piece. Not Feuerstein. That sounds like something from the Seinfeld. The Seinfeld. It's definitely a Seinfeld episode. Mr. Coffee, nice. Very generous. I lost against Arthur Feuerstein. But I don't know if he was an IM. You know what? I don't think it was an IM. I think it was just a national master. I'm confusing my milestones, you know. I think that was Arthur Feuerstein an IM or just a national master? I think he was just a national master. He was like the first national master I played. Yeah, FMs were important back then because FMs were really... That was when we walked uphill both ways to school, Warnaki. And FMs were really FMs. FM was an actual title back then. Because you actually had to maintain a rating of over 2,300 for a certain amount of time. Like 27 games. Back when it took a long time to get 27 FIDE rated games. You know, you didn't just get like real quick 27 games. Yeah, Mr. Coffee, I thought I was starting to have hallucinations. Like, are you just trolling me? Like, king... Why don't you play e4, king e2 next game? The bomb cloud. Mr. Coffee's so... You know, he's so sorry for me with that loss and draw that I'm struggling in my own arena. So bad. Mr. Coffee's got to start dumping games to me to make me look better. You got me back on track, man. It's a confidence builder. Arthur Feuerstein. I lost against him, but what was the reason why that was a milestone? He was like the first FM I played. Can anybody check? Mr. Coffee, you never met Arthur Feuerstein, right? He was an old master in New Jersey. Maybe that was my first NM that I played at all in a tournament game. He's deceased now. Art. Anyone from New Jersey would know the guy. The Nefedov system. You have followers, Nefedov. You've got mail. Oh my god, he played g4. Wow, how can you do that? Really? This is just too much. I can't believe it. How can you do that? That's not right. Something's got to give here. Something. Not gonna go there. No joking about my speech impediment. Or anyone else's, Bob. I will time you out if necessary. Because he's dead. He's been probably dead for a while. But he beat me even after having a stroke, so. It was like John Watson. He had a stroke in his later years. Sort of recovered to some extent. He was never quite the same strength after that. That's what I was told. Though he still beat me. No problem. Dmitry has like one speed. And it's not slow. Let's sack a pawn now. b5. b5 is interesting. You want to sack a pawn here? He just ignored it. He ignored it. Oh my god. Just ignored it. No way. Arthur Feuerstein has a Wikipedia? Are you really? I wouldn't think he would be that well known a player to have his own Wikipedia page. Even I don't have a Wikipedia page. But there is a baseball player with the same name who does. It's kind of sad. I'm actually jilted by that. It's not right that I'm the second most famous with my name. I mean, I think I'm more famous than the baseball player, but the guy wasn't even like a major success. It's a disgrace. Dissing a guy with my own name. Man, Dmitry lost. I'm glad I didn't berserk against him. Surprisingly mysterious expert is winning the tournament. Then Blobix, Uber driver, Hazite. Hazite was just here to like ruin me. This should be a good matchup. I bet Savadog has a chance. Hazite is going to totally underestimate Savadog. If Hazite is who I think he is, then he's susceptible to losing to low-rated players. That's sort of his specialty, I would think. He likes losing to weaker players. That's funny, Mr. Coffee was in the Armed Forces. Feuerstein won the first Armed Forces Open Championship. That's interesting. There you go. So you learned something new today. You learned something new. He was the champ. He was a champ. Ooh, that knight b5. Ooh, that knight b5. Damn it, he's got knight b5 here. Winning my white square bishop. Suckered him into it. Actually, I don't mind giving that up. It makes me feel a lot safer. Like, everything is just on the dark squares. Have your bishop pair, I don't care. My dark squares are solid. White is fine here. He's playing tremendously, by the way. Tremendously strong chess, Dmitry lost. But I feel safer allowing that knight b5. Very positional play while gaining space. Dimitrilas also, I would say, playing kind of strategically in a maniacal way. Someone suggested knight c4. This knight is just too important to my survival. It's a dragon idea, you know. but I've got to be very careful when I do that. It's guarding f7. It's kind of like in the sphere of influence. Very important. Oh man. All right. Very impressive play today. Kind of hard to do anything. The sphere of influence. And he's fast too. Look at Dimitrios' score against me. You'd think he was like totally uncompetitive. This is all the time. This is all the time. Like almost every game he's extremely competitive. Yet he has a bad score. Like what's up with that? Trying to sneak the bishop a6 on me. Dirty pool, man. You have two modes of play? Seriously? It's like poker. Not too many chess players do that, you know. Poker, it's a kind of big thing, like having multiple sort of modes, you know. But in chess, that's kind of rare, I would think. Give me that. He's guarding that. Guarding that guy. I've got rook c4. That's a really good move, not. What am I going to do here? I know what I have, though. No, I don't know what I have. What do I have? A lot of pseudo threats. pseudo crane. Oh my god. The subtlety of it all. Very subtle. Oh my gosh. Wow, that's direct. Very direct. Yeah, I'm not in the mood for that. Dimitrios 1800. He hung his e4 pawn. Hey, is that important? I could use that. I'm normally not a pawn grabber, but if it's central pawn, I'll take it almost every time. I think he just died. He just died. Just lost his mind. He was doing great. Guys, tomorrow's the day off. Thursday is our subscriber stream. I'm trying to sell my house. I'm looking at offers right now in my house. So if you'd like to make an offer, let me know. I'm very competitively pricing this. Thought he was coming with queen b6 there. c2 check. C2 check. C2 check doesn't work because he has queen c2. What? There's like no forced win. You gotta be kidding me. There's literally no forced win. c2 check, queen c2. Rook c2, rook e5. That's ridiculous. Rook b2 check. I mean, I can grind him down in an endgame with 2 extra pawns. It's probably not the best way to do it. You offer 35,000. F you, Bob. 35,000 or 350,000? 350,000? 350,000 is not going to do it. You're still missing a digit, and even then I'm not sure I would take it. We're tied for first. Did Mysterious Expert leave? He's not playing. Try to keep the stream G-rated, you know? I can't stand it when people low ball off for me. What's on move 11? Why did he resign there? Like C2, he didn't see it. Queen C2, Rook C2, Rook E5, Rook B2 check, King B2, Bishop E5 check, and that's a long grind for me. Most people would have played on there. Down 2 pawns, opposite color bishops and rooks. That was a strange resignation, I think. My analysis is right on. Plus 3.5, but it's a grind. I mean, that's a plus 3.5 that doesn't convert for 30 moves or something, you know? Chess Viking Wales. And move 11's here as well. I'm enjoying my beer now. You lost to Potzer. Yeah, Potzer was kind of self-demeaning. This is more respectable. The guy that wants to buy my house is a Viking. He's half Swedish and half Scottish. That's about as Viking as you can get, I would imagine. Alright. Mysterious Expert is mysteriously gone. Guys, do we have any other players who want to join the club, the community? Well, with the port and brandy. You live in Swansea, Wales. Does Nigel Davies live in Wales? Nigel Davies. Sometimes, like, my Facebook throws up names of people who would make good Facebook friends, you know? And Davies always pops up on my list because we have a lot of mutual friends. But I don't really know him. I played him once in Hastings. He seemed like a nice guy. But, you know, I really, you know, need to be very close to be someone's Facebook friend. Facebook's friend. Oh no. Hazite again. You gotta be kidding me. I didn't realize I have this many games with Hazite. I mean, I'm trying to guess who he is. Who is Hazite? Is it who I think it is? You did lose HFP. I suspect that he's a FIDE 2200, who might have been as high as 2300 FIDE. He could be a player who was very close to FM at one point, but didn't quite get the FM title. If it is who I think it is, but again, like, it's the internet and we can't really be 100% sure. I think I know who it is. But he's anonymous. We won't reveal his identity. Even if I knew it, I would feel kind of weird about revealing the reveal. But I suspect he's quite underrated. A little underrated. Cardiff. That's the most famous Welsh name I know of. Cardiff in Wales. Yeah, I mean, no, it's coastal. That's cool. Wales must be cool. I said the wrong thing. I just said what, you know, you hear it all the time, most commonly. What kind of alcohol do they produce in Wales? That's all I care about. So far, he's like playing the best possible variation. Welsh Scotch. Look at this. It's like playing Vasily Sikula or something. So he just happens to know the very best line for white here. Wow. My game with Vasily Sikula. Kramsky once played this position. Beer brewery. So they have whiskey. They do have Welsh whiskey. Brains. Great brains. Tongue as well. British. Let's see. Bishop h6. I don't know about this now. What the best is. I suspect Bishop h6 isn't the main move there. That is not the main move. Let us consider. You got to get him out of there before knight g5 happens. So I suspect Hazite of being like an experienced sort of master. e4. Goodbye. That's the old like AOL. Goodbye. Pure speculation. How are we doing on the scoreboard? How much time is left? 43 minutes. I think Mysterious Expert is going out for Burger King and coming back a little later to win the tournament. What happened with Uber Driver? There was a big chess event in Wales. Really? There's a big chess event in Wales? I know that Davies helped organize stuff there at one point. He's not originally from Wales, right? Like Nigel Davies is actually English, isn't he? He's just a transplant, like me. I'm a New England transplant. I'm a Hungarian transplant. I'm never a local. Luana needs a password. It's no password, man. You just got to be in the, you just have to be in the community. Luana, you're a member of the team. You don't need a password. No pass. The password is Bob. Hazite is just tanky. That was cheesy, Mr. Coffee. Gotta do better than that. You know what? I found 2 Mr. Coffee instruction manuals today. Mr. Coffee. For actual Mr. Coffee machines. Good God, man. Good God, man. E3. Mr. Bill. How do you want to do this to him? So juicy. It's so juicy in so many different ways to sacrifice material, but is it necessary? Is it good? Is it right? I don't know. It just feels right, but there's nothing clear here 100%. Check Queen F2. I'm not that into that. I know this is speculation. What would Mamajarov do? Maybe we could take him out on time. Some sort of sleazy traps. I need sleazy traps. He's getting away, right? This is not funny. Total speculation. Total bullshit, basically. Play a5. Well, a5 came to mind, but it looked a little slow. Probably I should play c6 if I'm going to sack this pawn. Obviously, material is no object at this point. Price is no object. This is about playing for the kill. Invest everything you've got and go for the all-in. Mr. Bill. My friend Beauty Balash, who's a poker player, he's always joking. He calls me Mr. Bill. Mr. Bill. So, alright. White is pretty solid here. I guess I could take that pawn, but it seems like such a sellout to take the pawn. It's so sick. It's just so sick. Selling out. Taking that pawn. Taking on f1. The Swansea University Invitational. I'm there every year. Nefedov will probably invite me to another tournament soon. God, this is weak. Maybe it's not weak, actually. This just wins. Well, not quite wins. It's not so weak. Mr. Bill. He took the right way, so as not to lose the exchange. Now we have the better game. This is a hanging pawn. That's a weird move. This is a flop. This is the flop. Rook takes e3. My God, man. I better be careful. You're not getting me on f7, dude. It's not happening. We were too dynamic for Hazite. We out-dynamicked him. Still, it's not over. At all. Be careful. I need something here. How's his increment play? Oh, he wimped out on me. Going to the endgame down a pawn. All right. He's probably a good endgame player. If he is who I think he is. Decent in the endgame. Experienced maestro. He's doing good with the increment too. I have to play f5. This is probably lost for white. Probably lost. It's probable. He's doing pretty good with increment. You gotta say that. A lot of people are bad with increment. Cagey. But his knight isn't a terrible square. I don't know why I would go to this square. Why would I put my king on g7 instead of f7? Interesting move. Just dragging this out, dude. I should guilt him into resigning like I did with Bob. You're making our lives hard again. He timed out. Looks like Mysterious Expert is just taking a timeout so he can... He's got to go. He had to go. I just tell people when to resign. You have to listen to me. Uber driver, what did you do? You lost to somebody? Who did Uber driver lose to? He lost against Blobix. Oh, that's a tough matchup. Uber driver against Blobix. Dude, what do you mean? Luana was already on the team. What do you mean, please accept him? He was already... That's weird. I would swear, if you had asked me to swear, I would have said he was already on the team. That's so strange. Yeah, I thought he played before, Mr. Coffee. Did he, like, unregister or something? It's funny that he got paired with me immediately. That's really weird. I should have berserked, but he's pretty fast, so I don't like berserking. I don't like berserking against fast players. Don't even say that. We had that player who was cheating called Lord Jesus Christ. They would use assistance. Call yourself Lord Jesus Christ and then start using assistance. Something really perverse about that, but anyway. Isn't Luana the one that randomly plays like a master in simul's? He's not the only one, Bob. No, that was the first game when I had that hallucination. He has a lot of talent, though, like you. You and Luana. They're... Bishop G4. Such a stupid move. I guess it's just castle. Don't talk about puzzle ratings, okay? Don't even go there. This is grab and run, grab and go. That's like the sandwiches at the Stop and Shop. Grab and go. Queen b2, rook b1, queen a3, knight a4, queen a3, excuse me. Can't touch me on the gingerbread man, right? Like, I'll just take this. Give me that. Grab and go. This is for Alexander Ivanov and Korchnoi. But I mean, sometimes you have to do this. Otherwise, you know, they're getting away with something. I mean, it's like the poison pawn Najdorf. His whole setup is incorrect because of this pawn grab. I mean, I don't like taking material, but it's the only refutation of what he's doing, essentially. You just have to defend a little bit. Our house is in order. This is the best square for the bishop. There better not be anything tricky or funny around here. My queen getting trapped. I could have gone to a5. Or maybe objectively that's safer, you know? He could play knight d5, but then I just go back to d8. At least I'm safe once and for all. f5 is an interesting move. It doesn't increase his chances of trapping my queen, though. But it does some things. How about e6? He's also only used 40. You know, he had a winning position against me the other day, but his rating is 1400. Something strange about that, Bob. Yeah. Well, this is kind of like the game that I was winning and almost lost against him. Very similar. I started to let my guard down when I got a totally winning position, which is such a typical thing for people to do at all levels. The thing that I've gotten out of playing these streams is that there really isn't that big a difference between the levels. I mean, there's such a fine difference. It's really, really fine. Say between, you know, even the difference between like a 1600, it's little tiny things. So even though like Luana has lost almost every game they've played against me, except for the first one, a lot of these games have been close, and that might seem strange, you know, but it's true. Guys, we have a big bill for the locksmith today, so if you could support the stream. A kind of weird thing happened when I was trying to get back in my house. I went out a door I don't normally use today, and tragedy struck. And I was locked out of my own house. I had two options. I could rip the screen off the front door or call a locksmith. And I didn't really want to destroy the front door screen. So I opted for option B. B is always better. B. But so I'm short of money again. I'm gonna need another loan from you guys. Sadly. The locksmith just financially abused me. And I mean, I think that now in the days of political correctness and all these abuse scandals, I think financial abuse should become more serious as well. That's not a nice move. I don't like that anymore. I don't like you anymore. Look at this. Scary stuff he's trying to do to me. Bishop b4 and all that. That's frightening, almost. Is my queen trapped in mid-board with like bishop b4? No. We're close. Oh, it is trapped in mid-board. Bishop b4. No, he has rook b4. I saw it at the last minute. I mean, who even thinks of that sort of thing? It's puzzle rush. You're kidding me. I mean, I saw bishop b4, rook f4, and rook b4 actually sacks my queen. Interesting. So can I save this position? So he's 2,900 in puzzle chess. That's interesting. 1460. 1275 in bullet. Oh well. An interesting stream, be it 3 matchups between viewers of your choice. Last time I swindled him, but this time without a queen, it's going to be hard. That's insane. Is my queen already trapped after knight a4? Well, I mean, the problem was knight a4, queen d6, bishop b4. That was clearly the lesser of the evils, but I am losing the exchange. Well, I'm losing my e7 pawn. It's not a big deal, actually. I had to play queen d6, and I was greedy, and I didn't want to lose my pawn. c3. Interesting. c3 in this position is your move. That's surprising, you know. Who would play c3 here? That's kind of weird. Strange move, I think. If you're just winning a queen, you play like c3. Sort of surprising. Getting crushed by a 1400. I guess he was tired of losing. Coordination of pieces is more like 22, 2300. But his opening wasn't good. Now he dropped. No, he didn't. Didn't drop a piece. He's got everything figured out. Oh, I dropped my f7 pawn as well. Notice he didn't take on f7. He saw that. That's pretty impressive. Of course I lost my queen, man. Have you been watching the stream? Did you see how he trapped it? He also saw that he can't take on f7 almost instantaneously. So I have a bishop for a queen. Seriously? 2 bishops? No, a bishop and knight for a queen. It's ridiculous. Alright, I'm gonna ban Bob temporarily. Dude, Bob, you were just like a minute ago suspicious of him being a cheater or something. Now you're his biggest fan. It's funny. All right. Bishop c2. Ban Bob and his children's children. What do we got here? Something? Anything? Can I activate my pieces, maybe? What about time? I don't think he's a cheater, but it is very strange how he's 1400 yet 2900 in puzzle chess. That's pretty extreme. I don't know how you could possibly do that. I just don't like you anymore. Oh. Alright, let's try the corner. Corner is always good. Me, Draconian. Imagine that. This could get interesting if I win as queen for my rook or something. It's a little interesting. I'm sure he has some miracle move here. Doesn't really need a miracle, actually. Oh, that was a great move, was it? He just pawned all his pieces. Two bishop checkmate. Did I just offer him a draw and he declined? Or is it my imagination? Did I offer a draw? Or did he not give me a chance to offer a draw? Did you guys see if I offered a draw? Did it get through? I am not happy with my play. Man, rook b4. That's embarrassing. But you know, in all my years of playing chess, I have to say that I never recall getting my queen trap with rook b4 in the middle of the board like that. It wasn't a comeback, please, please. No applause. It wasn't a comeback. I don't want any credit for that. Really impressive queen trap. I've never seen that happen, you know. I mean, I've got my queen trap many, many ways, but never with a queen on d4 louse. with the queen on d4, but never a rook b4 trap. That's, and I had to field all those different traps. You know, there was rook b4, bishop b4, c3, rook f4. Sadly, I should have played, just given him my e7 pawn. I mean, I knew when I took on b2, it's a little bit dangerous. What happened with Uber Driver? He should be catching up to me by now. Uber Driver never got a streak starter. The serious expert left early. Blobix is struggling. I know it's late for you guys, but I'm just like, I was dead. Good game, Luana, till the end. Thank you for the gift. I mean, I never like to resign against much lower rated players. I mean, if he was like 2000, I would have probably resigned when I lost my queen, but he's supposed to make blunders. All right, Blubix, what's up, man? I lose winning positions more easily than lost positions, usually. Blubix tried to trick me with the move order here. No, I'm gonna play d4. I like this setup against the Chigori. Guys, don't forget to support the stream and my great play. My locksmith from Georgia. And my locksmith's children. So, Wojo had a couple of games in this system against people. There was like David Strauss or something. Wojo against David Strauss. It wasn't good for black. Wojciechowicz. Does anybody remember Barney Miller? Woodkevich. Oh man, Blubix. Mr. Coffee. Mr. Coffee's in the house. But now we can play pawn takes. See, Mr. Coffee tries to do this with white, and then I don't have time to do the pawn takes, and like, you don't have time to play e5. Mr. Coffee would get into e5 there. But at least now I can clamp down. It's like a, yeah. I want to get a knight on e5. It's the best way. I mean, I never played this position, I don't think, much. Maybe once or twice. Blubix has plans. He has schemes here. He's scheming. The game just changed tremendously. I think Blubix knows what he's doing, unfortunately. Good night, Warnaki. Thanks for hanging out with us. You have emotional problems. Getting a winning position against someone like 1,000 rating points higher is a good thing, not a bad thing. You know, you should be happy about that part. Blobix is out to get me. I thought he was going to play knight e7 last move and do the knight transfer to f5. The secret is to get Blobix in the endgame. He loves endgames. But I have a feeling that this is just nothing for white. It's equal. It's not really Blobix's type of position, though. Like, he likes to attack like a caveman. And this isn't that kind of position, you know? This is like purely closed strategic play. He's okay at this stuff, at playing this kind of position, but it's not his favorite. We've played 55 games so far, so I have a pretty good handle on how to handle on handling Blubix. You try to bore him to death, get an endgame, make sure there's not a lot of tactics. I didn't intentionally play for a closed position, though. He did the bishop takes f3, you know. I can play bishop takes f3 too, and that's a different ball of wax. I'm very lucky to win this tournament. I had several lost positions. Mysterious Expert left. I have no business winning this tournament, basically. You guys just gave it to me. Mr. Coffee threw a game. You guys made me feel better. So the stream will continue this week as I continue to try to sell my house. We might come to a deal. I might hopefully reach an agreement this week. But the actual closing on my house probably won't be till like November. But I could go back to Hungary hopefully around Halloween. My second home. The stream will switch over when I go back to Hungarian. That's awesome. I just came up with a new concept. A mix between Hungary and Halloween. It's Hungarian. That's crazy awesome. So Blobby's just gonna hammer me with f5. If I play knight g5, it's over. f5. This is so... Now I can take with the knight. This is a brilliant move, knight g4, to be frank. What should I do? There's a famous quote, Luana. It's something like, the hardest position to win is a one position. That's a very famous chess quote. Much more relevant than Maurice's babble that they quoted in the beginning of the tournament. Rook f6. Blobix is maneuvering for knight h4. His favorite idea is to go knight h4. No knight h4, not this time. No knight h4 here. How real is my kingside attack? Real or Memorex? Arsenal's here. What's up, Arsenal? Did you do you have something tonight? Drinking club, perhaps? I should start inviting some of the strong players that used to play. You know, like I wanted to say Zen chess. Edith Bobs. Can I do this? Probably that's not healthy. Maybe it is. This is like kind of fancy, you know, to play rook f6. Blobix is in a world of hurt here. It's called Painville. This is not really his... I almost played rook f6. Well, technically, Bob, you know, the puzzle ratings don't really count. Like, you can cheat on puzzles, and it's not really against, like, the rules, I think. Am I just mating Blobix here now? Shouldn't this just be mate? Well, there's no threat, but there will be, right? Eventually. I'm not threatening anything. It's just fun to play rook f6. I'm not accusing Luana of puzzle cheating, but I'm just saying if he did, like, I don't think there's a technical rule about it. I don't think the puzzle should have ratings, you know? I mean, I don't think there should be such a thing as puzzle ratings. It shouldn't be connected to other ratings. It's not a rating. It's sort of silly. So Blobix is proving that this is all just a lie. How many actual wins? Actual wins. Blobix did well against me in the beginning, but I started to like kind of intentional roughness. I started to intentionally bear down against him because I was getting tired of losing against him. Guided by Voices, one of my favorite bands. Luana. Indie rock. We gotta get in there somehow. Get me in there. Blobix. It's late for Blobix, don't forget. Getting mated. What do we got? I'm employing anti-Blobix style. Oh, you're taking a lesson with the Filipina. She's like 2-0 against me. I think I played her brother. Nothing against, like, there's plenty of women who can beat me, but they're like higher rated than that. Poor Blobix. Just getting mated. Not his finest hour. But he's a sport. Play it out. It's not mate. I can't believe it's not mate. That's just sick. How is it not mate? Oh my god. It is mate. Mate is mate. Acer mate. Acer mate. But I want to thank Blobix for making it all possible. He's an honorable opponent, you know, to let me play the mate out, like old school. Old school style, you know, people, it was like rude to resign when there's like a beautiful mate or something like that. And Blobix he lives in France. France is like the romantic home for 19th century chess, you know. So, one of the greatest, let's say 19th century chess center. You would never resign when a great master had the chance for, or any master has a chance for a beautiful mate. Just a matter of honor. That's why I was disappointed when Vladimir Gergiev like resigned like one move before I mated him with bishop and knight. You know, that's like play it out to one move before the mate and not let you like checkmate them. It's just ridiculous. But don't be discouraged. Blobix versus Hazite, that should be a good game. What did Hazite play? Hazite is playing the French. I think these guys are close in strength, but maybe like Hazite had a slightly higher of the board rating, you know. Blobix is berserking, he's angry. When you berserk, it shows the red. My son is funny. He'd probably say that means that white is angry. But it is like, the other joke he made was that when you put the king in check, it shows the red color. So he said, that means that the king is angry. It's kind of funny. All right, 5 minutes left. Am I still in the tournament? 16 years old, wow. It looks like maybe Hazite just fell into a trap. He loses an exchange. Yeah, I think he just fell into a trap. Sometimes it's disruptive when the opponent berserks. It's like psychologically upsetting. It's like the time that I lost to Attila Sebe. I told the story a lot, where it was a rapid tournament, 15 minutes each, like on an analog clock or digital, but no increment, and he came like 13 minutes late to the board, and so it was 15 minutes against 2, and I was white, and it was just like too much psychological pressure, you know. Attila's a great Blitz player, and you know, it doesn't matter, you know, he plays his tournament games really fast anyway. So for him, it's just like not a big deal. He sort of plays the same no matter what time control it is. And I was just sitting there like, so weird to have like full time, like 15 minutes against 2. And I lost. I lost with white, you know, against the player like 100 rating points higher than me. You know, I mean, that's embarrassing. But it's a pressure. So I didn't realize Luana was just 16. That's really young. Not like super young, but young enough that you got lots of time to improve. All right. Blubbock's queen got trapped? No. There might be some play here, but it doesn't really look obvious. I think that objectively white is winning. But I'm saying like Hazite was upset by Blubbock's berserking and playing fast. I think he was tricked into playing too fast himself. Fell for a trap quickly. But they're both good players. Yeah, my queen got trapped against Luana. That's the second time I had a lost position against him. And I swindled somehow. He swindled himself. I mean, he was totally winning. Once Larry Christensen did that in the US Open against a 2000 player, he lost his queen, same thing, like trapped in the middle of the board. Exactly the same thing. He basically lost his queen for like 2 pieces or a piece and a couple pawns. But he somehow miraculously like won the game. But that was like a slow game. So I'm just following this. This is the other top game remaining. I don't know why it's not giving me an option to go back to the tournament. So I have to go back manually. Anyway, it's probably too late for me to get another game. Uber Driver's second place. I don't deserve to win this tournament, but nobody does, I guess. Nobody played better than me, except for Mysterious Expert, who won all 4 games he played. Right? Did he draw? Wait, did he have a draw? Why does this not show? I just want to show his result. Oh, there. Oh, he did have a draw with, of course, Uber Driver. Okay. Yeah, he didn't win all 4. He drew Uber Driver and beat me and 2 others. But anyway, we're just following Mysterious Expert. No. Mysterious Expert, Hazite. So Blobix can get 3rd place. Hazite and Blobix are basically playing for a 3rd place result. So we should follow this. Hazite is getting... Oh, Hazite won a queen. What? This game isn't going to finish in time, most likely. Blobix messed up. He lost. There's a lot of queens falling around here lately. Obviously, Black's winning, you know, but will he make it in time with 54 seconds left for this game to count? Probably not. With the extra knight, it's clearly a win. But somehow Hazite must have trapped his queen. I didn't see what happened. He's an experienced player. Hazite should be an FM. He was definitely over 2,300 FIDE, I think. At some point. He'd be a modern FM. If he is who I think he is. But again, it's not been confirmed. Ooh, we missed something stronger. Slightly stronger there. Mate in 1 was missed. I don't feel so bad about my play. They're running out of time for the tournament. Oh, that's so dirty. They made it. Hazite missed his mate in 1. So the game doesn't count for the standings. And so Mysterious Expert will retain 3rd place. Only Aspray would like reference Benny Hill. Benny Hanna. Okay, guys. Tournament standings are finished. Relentless. You can pack it in now. Just take the rook, man. Doesn't matter. It's an increment game. But Hazite's identity has not been confirmed. I suspect at least 2,200. Okay, so final standing: Sparkle Horse, Uber Driver, and Mysterious Expert. After playing just 4 games, how does that even happen? Like, seriously, how can Mysterious Expert play only 4 games and still be in 3rd place? Like, that seems impossible. You got players like Dimitri who played like 11 games. I mean, Blobix had a bad finish. Like, he basically had a tough time. Tough pairings at the end. And Hazite just fell short. Hazite had a draw. Who was his draw against? Hazite, who was your last game against? Why doesn't it show? Hazite's result. Please refresh. Who was Hazite's last draw against? Oh, surprise, surprise, Uber Driver. So Hazite lost to me, he lost to Dimitri, who can play. What was that? Oh, what's that? Hazite, like, forfeited against Dimitri. Ouch. So he lost to me only, and a couple of draws. Pretty solid performance. Mysterious Expert, just 4 games. Doogie Howser. What does that mean? 12? How you can see your performance, like, you can click on your name, right? Go to wherever you are. Click on your name. That blue highlights over there. You see your performance, 1586 provisional. But you only played 2 games, so, I mean, your performance really statistically doesn't mean anything, you know? If it's less than, like, 6 games, I really don't think it means anything. Anyway, guys, so the top 10 will read out: Sparkle Horse, Uber Driver, Mysterious Expert, Hazite, Blobix. Good to have those strong players here. Thank you guys for playing. Quam, only played 4 games, also got 6th place. What? Dimitrilas played 1,000,000 games. Fuzzy Logic, only 2 games, came late. Nefedov left early, finishing 9th. And Acerbate finished 10th. That last win, critical for Acerbate getting to 10th. He beat Arsenal fan. Oh my gosh. Checkmated Arsenal. Wow. You made Acerbate's day, man. Nice. Savagely strong. Well, it wasn't a record, but it wasn't bad. Anyway, guys, thanks for playing. And thanks for subscribing and keep supporting the stream. I will be continuing to stream on a regular schedule. Wednesday's off. Thursday is the subscriber stream. So think about the subscriber stream for Thursday. You guys can already start submitting games. We should be able to do about 10 games on Thursday night. At 5:30 p.m., we're going to do our subscriber stream game analysis. Also Friday, Blitz and Rapid. Thanks, Mr. Coffee. Sunday Simul as always. And don't forget to subscribe and support the stream. Thanks, everybody. Have a great night. Thanks, Blobby. I'll see you guys later. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.